Good evening, everyone. It is Tuesday. Who is with us tonight? Who is there on our night where I am more-ish than 8? Hello, Jennifer. Good evening. Hey, Kitty. How are we all doing tonight? It is great to have you all here. Dennis, good to have you. Linda is on. Hey, Adela and Dazzle. Great to have you here. Great to have everybody here. Vina's with us tonight, live. Not catching the replay. Jana sitting across from Dennis. Pat in the Peanut Gallery. Again, good to have you with us. A calm down Pat. A calm Pat. Hey, Vina. Great to have you all here. It is good to have everybody on this beautiful Tuesday, the last day of June. We're flipping the calendar tomorrow. Flipping it to July. Yes, we are. Hey, Suki, how are you tonight? How are you? Hope all is well in the great state of Texas. Hopefully the numbers are getting better. Hey, Nancy. Hopefully you finished out June strong, Nancy. It was good. Hey, Jennifer. Cheers to you all. Jeff here too, Jen and Jeff. All right. And Russ is with us. Hurrying to get all the tasks done before the family arrives back home. So tell us what we're all grateful for this Tuesday evening, this last day of June, this birthday of Cassandra. Tell me about it. Hey, I thought it was today, Bonnie. I thought we were signing today. I thought tomorrow I got to call you early in the morning and wake you up and say, what is it? Ask you what it feels like to be retired. But, you know, I am so excited for both you and Leanne. And Park, that wonderful husband of yours. Now, Alexa, Cassandra's is today the 30th. So you're the birthday the day before. Hers is today. This is all wonderful. Hey, Nebraska Angie. Super busy with drama. We were selling a lot of furniture today. I was in there today. Because that's where we're going to do my interview for Fox News later this week. We're going to do from the furniture store, and we were busy. All right. All the birthday wishes are flowing in for Cassandra. We're going to make this an efficient night tonight as you are between dinner and cake/present time. So we don't want to throw off cake/present time. So tell me what we're grateful for. I mean, I know Bonnie's grateful that she is hours away from no longer being an owner. Hours away. The clock is ticking, that short timer she is.
From seeing that her store carries on under new leadership.
Isn't it great, the transition that Bonnie is making? That's really a great lesson here, okay? That Bonnie is making, that the business lives on, okay? The business is taking on its own life, like I've talked about a lot, okay? The business is a living, breathing thing. You are responsible for it. You are a caretaker for the business for this period in time. Bonnie wasn't the first owner of Finders Keepers, okay? But she owned it all these years and cared for it so well and nurtured it and grew it, okay? And now is successfully passing it on to a new owner in Leanne, and it is a wonderful thing. It is a great honor to be able to see that business can move on. Well, that is great. I'm glad you had a good day. Yeah, some of the COVID scares like you are having in Texas. And Bonnie has a career as a ditch digger after this. You know, there's always a second life. You know, we all had careers before resale. Let's not forget that. We weren't born into resale. Okay. But we had careers before resale, and some funny ones at that. And we will have career, you know, there will be different things like Bonnie's digging ditches. I am not aspiring for that as a future in my retirement, but we'll work on it. Margarita, cheers to you tonight, Melissa. We're having tacos tonight. Takeout tacos. All right, bringing back the employee bonus program. I'm going to implement a revised employee bonus program for June, which is our first partial month open, Vina. I'm going to be doing, no, the little blue pills, Bonnie, put the company I was running out of business. So, you know, that was, we did the trials for the little blue pills. That is correct. That is my funny career. Prior to resale. Hey, if I could keep that up, I can keep all of resale up too. Hey, Dana, great to have you with us. But yes, employee bonuses are important. You know, I mean, ours are usually based on sales goals, and I did not want to put that pressure on my team with everything and all the ups and downs that I know we're going to have potentially with sales. Oh, that's another story, Russ. It's over a margarita, but I'll share that story. You don't know that career? I've held some interesting jobs, Russ, in my past. Yeah, I've decided not to do that, and especially for June, I'm going to base the bonuses I give out for June on their individual performance of showing up. You know, you showed up for your scheduled shift, and I'm going to take a percentage of that based on their the time in the store, working on making us better, because we're going to grow our way out of this. Okay, so I'm going to do that and give everybody a bonus. I have it on my list for tomorrow. I don't know that I will get it done tomorrow, but I'll certainly get it done by this weekend because I want to have that out for everybody. So they love it, and I want to continue to motivate them, but I did not want the stress of the ups and downs of reopening. I mean, because you have some tremendous days, like even Alexa said earlier, you know, 200 last Friday. I mean, you have some amazing days right now, and you have some days that are less amazing. And so I don't want that stress weighing on them. It's that's why I've got these shoulders to carry that. And I don't overly you'll never find me get excited about our greatest days or our lowest day, or get upset over our lowest days. I'm watching the trend line, and if the trend line's going up, that's what I focus on. Is slow and steady, regular increases. So that is what I work towards, and I'm happy with where we are for June, for the part of June that we were open. So. Especially considering we were open with reduced hours, reduced staff, the whole 9 yards, and not the whole month open. So I'm pretty pumped, and I'm excited for July. The best is yet to come. Okay, the best days are ahead of us, not behind us. Best days are ahead of us. I promise you that. I do promise you that. So we start every program with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start this program. Let's see what I got here tonight in the Good Morning, Good Night book. I like this. I like this. On page 50 tonight, for those of you that follow along in the Good Morning, Good Night book. Good morning. When you were born, you held infinite promise. You're older. You're banged up by life, but you hold that promise still. Boom, drop the mic. That is our good morning, people. We've got a good night. We'll have to see where that takes us for our good night tonight. All right, we got a lot going on here tonight. And we're going to zip right through it because, again, we got cake here, people. Cake. And cake is important. So let's see what we got going on. This margarita's pretty good. Yeah, Kitty, I had somebody ask me about that yesterday, and I had one of our night employees who were her second job, were her fun job, okay? She works for us for her travel money and her fun money, and she has had extended hours and everything at her main job. She's actually been working 12 days on, 2 days off has been her shift. And she messaged me today that it looks like that's going to change come August, and that she'll be able to return to, as long as COVID doesn't spike, she'll be able to return to us. And I am excited about that. But she normally, we've been closing at 5, and she normally would work till 7 or later. And quite honestly, we have a couple people like that, and we still have one of them that's been working because she's a mother and comes in after her husband gets home from work and works till 7, and she's still doing that, working on other projects, keeping the store going, even though we're closed to customers after 5. And quite honestly, until people go back to work, until more people are in the office, the extended hours don't matter. Okay, because people are getting out in the middle of the day and running their errands. They're getting up, doing work, doing things. They're getting out in the middle of the day doing their errands. And at the end of the day, if they're going out to dinner. They're running out to the market to get something because they need something for dinner. Not because, not to do miscellaneous shopping or fun shopping after work. So the extended hours don't matter right now, and I'm fine with that. I'm totally good with closing. We were saying we could open later too than we are, but we're getting a lot done. So we're going to stick with our opening hours right now, even though we know we could open later. We are finding that in that early first hour, we have people that are rushing in to get things done, that don't want to be around anybody else. They're rushing in, doing quick shopping. You know, that first hour, we're seeing more dollars in the register than we normally do in the first hour of being open since reopening. But it all works out. But we're getting a lot done. Right. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, that the world is slower. Okay? I'm not necessarily upset about this. I mean, if you think of how overscheduled kids have been and everything else, I don't know that this is a bad thing. That part of it. The virus is a bad thing, and the reasons we got here are bad. But the idea that we're all slowing down a little bit and enjoying life a little bit is not a bad thing in all this. I would like to have some more staff doing some of it so that, we get some sleep in here and there. But hey, sleep's for the guy that comes in second. Okay, so let's get going on what's happening in the world so I can get to cake and presents. Lowe's is providing another bonus to employees. The home improvement retailer said full-time hourly U.S. associates in its stores and distribution centers and store support centers will receive an additional $300 bonus, a recognition of their work during the pandemic. Part-time and seasonal workers will receive a $150 bonus. The new bonuses, which will be paid out in mid-July, will match the funds already provided to all hourly associates in both March and May, and increases the company's total commitment to associates and communities during the pandemic to more than $450 million. In addition to the bonuses, Lowe's increased pay for full-time, part-time, and seasonal associates. What the heck? Oh, am I back? Am I back? Facebook just gave me a thing. I hope I'm back. Am I here? Give me a like or something if I'm still here. Lowe's increased pay for part-time and seasonal associates by $2 for the month of April. The company also previously announced $87 million in profit-sharing bonuses to frontline associates in June, and continues to offer telemedicine services to all associates and their families, even if they're not enrolled in Lowe's medical plans. The year has been full of challenges and uncertainty, and we are tremendously grateful for the hard work, dedication, and commitment of our frontline associates. So that is what they are doing. Not to be outdone, our friends at Amazon are doing the same thing. Well, something similar. They're giving $500 million in spending, because Lowe's spent $450 million. Amazon is spending $500 million. Amazon frontline employees who work during June will receive a thank you bonus of up to $3,000 depending on their role. The e-tail giant is showing its appreciation for frontline operation teams who work throughout the month of June with a special one-time bonuses. The bonuses will be structured based on whether an employee is part-time or full-time and what position they held. $500 for full-time Amazon employees, Whole Foods Market employees, and delivery service partner drivers. $250 for part-time Amazon employees, Whole Food Market employees, and delivery service partner drivers. $1,000 for all frontline Amazon and Whole Foods Market leaders. $3,000 for delivery service partner owners, and $150 for each Amazon Flex driver with more than 10 hours in June. With their thanks and gratitude for the truly remarkable commitment. On June 1st, however, Amazon ended a temporary $2 pay hike it gave to employees as an incentive to work during the pandemic. So that changed things there. Okay. This I'm not... Hey, Leanne! The store owner, the newest store owner in Narts. Welcome, Leanne! With a full glass of wine tonight. Boom! Leanne is with us. Congratulations, Leanne. So excited for you. Governor Cuomo, you needed a way to kill malls even more. Large malls in New York will need high-quality air systems to reopen. Malls in New York will need high-quality air systems that can filter out COVID-19 before they'll be allowed to reopen. Any malls that will open in New York will make it mandatory they have air filtration systems that can filter out the COVID virus. For many of these systems, it depends on what filter you install. The governor, who did not specify when malls will be allowed to reopen, said high-efficiency particulate air filters remove particulates from the air that are as small as 0.01 microns, which is smaller than the 0.1 microns associated with COVID-19 particulates. For mall reopenings, which we haven't done yet, but we're going to make this mandatory, he said, adding he would recommend all state businesses use air handling systems that have the same specifications. The malls are, of course, outraged at the added thing, and one of their group said, "We can appreciate the state's concern about public health and safety. Any reporting that suggests that HVAC systems within enclosed shopping centers are more likely to distribute the virus than HVAC systems within restaurants, barbershops, office buildings, museums, and freestanding retailers are already open like Target, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, TJ Maxx, and others is simply false. The quality of overall air circulation in our shopping centers, which also benefit from considerable open and airy corridors, is as good or better than those venues that have been allowed to reopen. Numerous health and safety experts support the view that enclosed shopping centers present no greater risk of spreading the virus through their HVAC systems than standalone freestanding retailers. Thanks. It has been a long day, Leanne, but this is probably because I like you, Leanne. Because I like you, I'm going to tell you that this is probably one of the shortest days you're going to have in a while. I am the honest one. If no one has told you that, I am the one you can count on for the honest truth. Touchy-feely, somebody else. But honesty. So, this is probably one of your shorter days. But you've got this. You, Leanne, you are not alone running these stores. You are not. And I see Laura has joined us. Cheers, Laura. What do you do with an extra $500 million? $500 million. If you got an extra $500 million and you're Lululemon, you buy a mirror. Okay? A mirror is what you buy. Lululemon thinks the gyms are out, and they bought the fitness company The Mirror. Launched in 2018, Mirror is an interactive work platform that offers weekly live classes and thousands of on-demand workouts as well as one-on-one personal training. The deal comes as gyms in many parts of the country remain closed due to the pandemic, and at-home workout solutions are seeing a surge in demand. The transaction also builds on a partnership between the two companies, which began in mid-2019 with an initial investment in Mirror by Lululemon, and which also includes content partnership that brought exercise and mediation classes to the Mirror platform by Lululemon's global ambassadors. I would rather have Resale Island as well. I am not exercising with the Mirror. The bike I can almost get into. I mean, I'm not getting on the bike, but Jennifer's got one. Jennifer Johnson's got a bike, the Peloton, and says it's awesome. I almost buy into that, but I know a lot of loyal people that are missing their gyms. I am not one of them. But I know a lot of loyal people that are missing their gyms, and we have an employee, a young lady whose parents own a fitness studio, and she's like, all that fitness stuff, I can't stand it. But she loves coming to work for us, so I'm good with it. Hey, Kimberly, great to have you with us. Okay, people, we're making it through. We're flying through stuff tonight. Let's see what else. So we gotta take a look at our Everyday Courage book here for Cassandra's birthday. A bird sitting on a tree is never afraid of the branch breaking because her trust is not on the branch, but on its own wings. Always believe in yourself. Wow! Isn't that powerful? Okay? There's so many of you that ring true to that, okay? That is an awesome one for today. Absolutely awesome. I'll post this later because you guys need to see this graphic. That's cool, Kitty, and I'm with you. I am with you. I haven't heard what our gyms are supposed to be able to open in July, I think, here in Massachusetts and Connecticut, but I have not heard the rules for it yet. Everybody's all up in arms over the school rules right now for the proposed rules for school.
Connecticut's is 50 pages.
So that's what people are mostly up in arms over right now. But the gyms are trying things like, I know there's one fitness studio that was doing some classes in the middle of their parking lot and stuff, and trying things, just trying to do something to keep people engaged. Hey, Joanne, thanks for joining us tonight. Fraudulent face mask flyers and exempt cards. The Justice Department and the FBI are warning people about fraudulent signs for face masks, okay, regarding the Americans with Disability Act and the use of face masks due to the pandemic, many of which include U.S. Justice Department seal that say this is an example. I have an example of one of the cards being used. Face mask exempt card. Wearing a face mask poses a mental and or physical risk to me. Under the Americans with Disability Act, I am not required to disclose my condition to you. And it has a Department of Justice ADA violation reporting number. If found in violation of the ADA, you could face steep penalties. Organizations and businesses can be fined up to $75,000 for the first violation and $150,000 for any subsequent violation. Denying access to your business or organization will also be reported to the FTBA. That sounds real official, for further actions. These postings, cards, and flyers were not issued by the Department of Justice and not endorsed by the Department. Don't be fooled by the chicanery and misappropriation of the Department of Justice eagle. These cards do not carry the force of law. The FTBA stands for the Freedom to Breathe Agency, which also doesn't exist. The Freedom to Breathe Agency is not real, although you do have the right to breathe. My watch tells me all the time that I need to breathe. I don't do it right when it tells me to do it, but I'll post this later. But again, masks are nothing helps stop the spread more than masks. It is just a simple thing. A Goldman Sachs study today, okay, so this is the money guys talking about it, said that if there was a nationwide mask policy, what was it? GDP would go up like 5%. It would prevent a 5% decrease in GDP or something. I mean, it was something ridiculous. I mean, it was the overall contraction to the economy as a percentage was huge, the potential effects, and just wearing a mask. It's easier, I know, up north than it is in some of the southern states. BJ's, I was in BJ's picking up our order today, and they had their sign. I'll have to go get a picture of it tomorrow so I can post it, because I thought theirs was good. As Bonnie has posted and others have posted their signs that they have up about wearing a mask. BJ's had that they were mandatory that you wear a mask in their stores. If you could not comply and wear a mask, they thanked you and asked you to visit at a time when you could, or to shop one of their other channels, either online for home delivery, or have someone else pick it up. Right, Bonnie, it does help the economy. I mean, the whole Goldman Sachs study, and that's the bankers, that's the money people of the economy, really does, it does make a difference. So, it is huge, the difference is huge, just do it. But I thought that was a nice way of saying it. We're not going to let you in without a mask, but if you can't, because of whatever other condition, or social belief, then shop with us another way, okay? Because we're not going to let you in without a mask. So I thought that was a nice touch and way to do it. Okay. So Anybody remember when American Express first started Small Business Saturday? Okay. And when they first started Small Business Saturday, it was really great because American Express card members, and I don't know if all of you remember this, but frugal people like myself, I'm sure do. Okay, when they started it, you got a kickback if you used your card at a small business. It was something like, if you spent $20, you got $20 back, or something like that. Okay, spent $10, got $10. There was a direct kickback by spending at a small business that was a registered small business on the American Express site. Hey, Karen, how are you? Great to have found you here tonight. And it was really a great promotion, okay? They phased that out as Small Business Saturday got bigger and bigger, but they had phased that out. But it was a great promotion in the early days. Well, they want you to encourage your customers to shop small, okay? Again, American Express wants them to shop small now, and they get this special offer. So, to attract more customers, we're offering American Express card members $5 back in the form of a statement credit after they spend $10 or more in an eligible small business, in-store or online. Your customers have to register first at shopsmall.com to learn more and enroll and make the most of this offer. But not only that, okay, so they get $5 back for spending at least 10, okay, but they can do it up to 10 times, okay? This is about getting out in your community and using your American Express card. And let's just be real, American Express card members spend more money, okay? So if they should have Small Business Saturday masks to give out, and I'm sure they will at some point. But right now they're giving money to get people into your business. They just have to register first, and you have to register on the American Express site, which if you were on it before, you should be on it still, but if you're not on it, you can get on there. But, you know, it's $5, okay? Get out your card, remind people that if they're doing it, if they've registered on the Shop Small, and people that use American Express spend more money on average. Your average ticket is higher on an American Express card. I don't know, hang on a second, let me read the fine print. Material, card members must be enrolled by 7/26 and spend by 9/20. Other terms apply. On the information I have, it does not say. So go to shopsmall.com, Karen, and figure it out. Shopsmall.com is where you register your business, where your customers register themselves, but they can do this at 10 different businesses with their card between July and September. Okay, 10 businesses, they can get $50 back. Okay, $50 is $50 last time I checked. If I dropped $50 bills all over the place here, you would be around picking it up. I'm just saying. Even you Canadians think 50 US is okay. Okay, you know, that's real money. So, we want to find real money. If I dropped a $50 bill in this house, I mean, it would be up off the floor faster than Max can lift his leg on something. I'm just saying.
Dropping a $50 bill in this house?
You know, I'm just saying. If that were to happen in this house, not happening in this house. I don't drop $50 bills. I don't drop $5 bills. But it's a great promotion. It's a great thing. And there's all sorts of things to help you promote it online and in-store at shopsmall.com. So check that out and promote it with your customers. And if you don't take American Express, you should, because there are lots of your customers spend more, and it doesn't cost a lot. It does the upcharge isn't what it used to be. I mean, American Express used to cost a lot more to take, but it doesn't cost like that anymore. It's very competitive. Plus, they spend a lot more. All the resources that I talk about here every night are posted to narcs.org/resalestrong by noon the next day. Noon! 12 o'clock, noon the next day. They're there so we can share them with everybody, so we can help everybody get to the other side of this. Everybody. I don't care what business they're in. We're helping them get to the other side. It's about survival. It's about helping our neighbors. It's about helping all our friends in business get to the other side of this. narcs.org/resalestrong is where those resources go. You get it first here, live every night at more 8 than ish Eastern, every night, live in the Narcs private member-only Facebook group. That is where you get it. Even new store owners like Leanne get it right here, every night, live at 8, more 8 than ish, every night Eastern time. When you have a question that you don't know the answer to, when you're stressed out and freaking out and you don't know what to do, you just email me, Neil, Neil at ECIstores.com, Neil at ECIstores.com. That is where you find me. You just email me, include your phone number, and I call you back and I turn down the stress level. It's all okay. There's nothing in this that is worth getting all stressed out over. We can fix everything. We will get to the other side of this one way or another. Okay? And I have worked on situations that are 1,000 times worse than any one that you have on your plate. I can guarantee you that. It's pretty amazing how we take each step. Okay? But every night we start with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start the program every night. Good morning. When you were born, you held infinite promise. You're older. You're all banged up by life. But you still hold promise. Good night. When you were born, you held infinite promise. You're older. You're all banged up on life. But you hold that promise still. Keep going. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show tonight. I will be back here tomorrow. Probably getting an American Express credit in there somewhere. Finding $5, people. Finding $5. I'll be back here again tomorrow at more 8 than ish tomorrow. Live Eastern answering your questions. But until then, know that you, and most especially our newest store owner, Leanne, is not alone running this store. That's right, Leanne, I'm pointing right at you. You are not alone, and no, neither is anyone else here. It is time for birthday cake. I'll see you all tomorrow night, everybody. Have a great night.